Okay, 1949 Ford F1. We just got it parked up in here. It has no front body parts except for the hood. It's pretty rough shape, but we did get the motor for it. We have the carburetor, which is trash for the most part. We did find a new air filter housing for this. It's not new, but it was missing. The battery box is in good condition and not all rusted out like the other one is. And then surprisingly, everything is in pretty good. It's still hooked. It's been sitting for a long time. A lot of rust. Clean inside the cap. Inside there is actually not too bad. It was still set up for, I think, 6 volt, maybe 12 volt, but hard telling. We'll find out when we get into it. It's probably had a conversion done somewhere. It's pretty simple. It did not come with the generator, which is what would have been here. So more than likely it had not been converted to 12 volt. I still have that up there, so it may still be on the old 6 volt. Most of the wiring harness is in pretty rough shape, very brittle. It's toast. They did put a 6-blade fan. It does have temperature gauges on each side. It has definitely seen better days. We did get some new heads for it. We weren't sure how well these were going to come out, but we were able to go ahead and get some new ones that we found. They were only $20, so that was kind of cool. Oil dipstick is still stuck in there. It didn't have any spark plugs in it, so I imagine the inside of this thing is pretty rough. Water getting down in there where it shouldn't be. But we'll be tearing into this. Obviously it's missing. We've got it pulled in here and set up. The bed is actually in decent shape. The door, not so much. The bed, we'll be able to get all that out. That's not a big deal. We do have the original transmission and drive shaft. Look inside here. It's pretty rough. I have new door panels for that. I actually have those. It's a 3-speed. Usually on this, what I'm seeing is up in here, it's all rusted out, and there's actually no rust, very little rust up there. This cab is actually really good shape considering. It does not have the gas tank in here anymore. It has the small window, so that's kind of what that is. We got a complimentary cow head to go with it. The other truck is a 52. It actually has all its body parts. We got this the other day. The cab on this one, as you can tell, is in really bad shape. Luckily, we don't need this cab, but I do need the doors. These doors are in a little better shape than that one, but the cab is better on that one than this one. So we're going to be saving the doors off of this truck. The bed is in good shape. There's the other hood that we have. It has a piece of sheet metal over the original floor, so we'll have to get that out of there. But the fenders, we got all the fenders. The running boards are shot. That's to be expected. We still have some things that we got to work on, but that's the front end. Really, more or less a parts truck. It does not have the original motor, transmission, or the original rear end in it. It has a Mustang rear end in it, 9-inch. Instead of the 8-inch that mine has. Under the hood, it's totally not even close. I have no idea what motor this is. But it does have some parts on there that I think we can use. We'll see. It is a Ford motor though. I'm pretty sure. It's been changed out at some point. But we haven't got that far, so we're not really going to stress about that part too much. A lot of good parts on this truck. The inner fender walls, which we needed, they're actually intact and in good shape. It's not the correct radiator, but we'll figure that out. But that's what we're working on, and probably looks like we're going to need a new hood housing. We'll just replace this whole piece right here. It's only like $75 for that whole piece. The main thing is these pieces are in really good shape, not all rusted out on the bottoms or anything like that. Headlights are still in it. That's kind of impressive. It's been sitting a long time too. So, and you can tell it's a 52 or at least a 51. It has the wide window in the back. So it's got the wider window, but when you're building something that you're not trying to actually technically restore 100% back to its original condition, well, we'll do a little bit of swapping around on this to make it all work. At least I have an engine and a transmission and the rear end for the other truck. Front end is original, but that rear end has been changed. Somebody's tried to do some funky stuff. The inside of it does have the seat. I can't say that it's in the greatest of shape. The back seat is there. Back part of it. And then the old fuel tank in there. But we're going to get this motor out here in a minute. It shouldn't take very long because there's really not much there to have to take off to get it out. Given I don't have any body parts or anything there to work around, so we'll go ahead and get that thing up out of there and put it on a stand that we got and rip into it and see exactly what it looks like inside, if it's any good or not.